Well, I got, for my answer, I got a 40 centimeters squared, and I used algebra to solve it. You can see that the overlapping part is 60% of x, which is the area of the triangle, yeah. And the overlapping part is also 2/3 of y, which is the area of the square. So, we know that the area of the square.
Yeah.
So, 2/3 of so 0.6x, because that's what 60% x means. So 0.6x is equal to 2/3 of 36. 2/3 of 36 is 24. So now in an algebra problem, you would see in figure 2, your step would look like 0.6x equals 24. Okay, and then you isolate x. You have your answer: 40 centimeters squared.
I practiced this last night, so. Gave us a question about area. I think I've got the answer to Miss Hale's question. Not completely sure my answer is right, but I wrote a song about it, so I'll scream if it isn't. I forgot. Hey, were you still listening when you could be talking? Oh yeah, you won't hear the answer. I think it's not right.
I should flip it for you, shouldn't I?
Yeah,
Yes.
that might help. First, it's turned off.
Snap.
From 100. Now you should have 40, so divide by 10. Now multiply by 6 to add to 36. Now you've got my answer to our teacher's question. If you don't believe me, here's how to check. Draw a 6 by 6 centimeter square. Now on the left line, add 6 more. On the bottom line, add 4 more. Now connect them, and there. It turned off again.
Oops.
And there's my proof. Proof.
Here, you know what?
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
It's off. Okay. This is the end. So please don't cry. I will play again if you want. Yeah! Surprise one! And I see the keyboard.
Yeah. So technically all my work is on the last page. So let's just do the work.
No, Ritika.
Fine, let me read the comic. Bobby's Big Problem. Dedicated to all math and cookie lovers. Bobby was a good boy, a straight A+ student, and a know-it-all. But all of this was going to change on Friday the 13th. ... Walking to school. Poor Bobby at school. Poor Bobby. Then came math time. Bobby was dreaming. Whoa, not so fast, Bob. Where's his hand? Where's his nose? This is what I did. It could be the square on the triangle or the triangle on the square. Either way, it would be the same, because that would be the common area that it covered. So the 60% of the area of the triangle equals 2/3 of the area of the square. So we know the square is a 6 centimeter by 100. So and T is for a triangle. So 60% of the triangle is 2/3 of 36. 60% of the triangle is 24, because if you solve this fraction problem, it's 24. So technically we want to get rid of the 60 over 100. So do we do 100 over 60 times that? So T, or triangle, equals 40. Because 24 times 100 over 60 is 40. And then Bobby wakes up. The end.
Yay.
And then the donkey got its cookie. The end.
What I did was similar to Tony's, and so I just did a bunch of algebra stuff. So the problem was finding the area of the triangle. So to do that, you had to solve 2/3 of 36, which equaled 60% of the triangle. So first I found 2/3 of 36, which equaled 24, and then you had to divide 24 by 0.6 and 6x by 0.6 equaled 40. So x was equaled 40, and that was the area of the triangle. And then so I needed to find a triangle with an area of 40 but a height of 6. And the triangle's dimensions were, the base of it was 13 1/3 and a height of 6. And then when you put the square over it, this should equal, well, this triangle should cover 60% of this square, and then the square should cover, what Josh said.
So, okay. So, I kind of did what Tony did, sort of. Okay, it says the triangle. It would make more sense to put the triangle on top of the square instead of having the square on top of the triangle. So, the triangle covers up 2/3 of the square, and 2/3 of the square is 60%, and but it says it covers up 60%, and 2/3 is 66.6%. And it's really, what is 60% of 2/3? So 60%, so 0.60 times 2/3, and I put 60 over 1 times 2/3. And that equals 1.20 over 3, and that's 40 centimeters squared. excuse me. So what am I supposed to do? Wait, explain, right? Okay. 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 So, in the problem, it said that 2/3 of the area of the square would be 60%. So I found 2/3 of 36, which is 24, and then I know that 24 centimeters square is 60%, and then I divided everything by 2, and found 10% of the triangle. Then I multiplied that by 10 and got 40 centimeters square, and that's all, pretty much.
Kind of made manipulatives, JD. So the question was, well, you can kind of read that. The square covers as much of the triangle as possible, as well as the triangle will also cover as much of the square as possible. So that pretty much it's the same covered area as the square. So, and then the point area equals half base times height. And then, so the triangle covers 2/3 of the square. And then, so I did 2/3 times 36, which equals 24. And then 36 is the area of the square, is 36 squared. And so then I did that to figure out to the base of the triangle is 10 centimeters, and then the height was 8 centimeters, and then I half that since to get that, and then half of 80 is 40. So that's how I got 40. And this is mostly, I just got it so it's 2/3, and I was trying to find the 60% of the triangle so it'd cover up the square. wasn't much to it. That was basically it.
What's your answer?
40 centimeters square. Yes.
Too fast.
Yeah, so you can read it.
Oh, thank you.
So there's like steps.
Yeah. Y is the area of the triangle.
Let's see, how do you switch it again? Alright, so first I drew the triangle, and the way I actually figured this out is I asked some of this bowl students what the area of the triangle is, and I got 44 centimeters squared. And so I drew a triangle that was 44, and I pretty much put it on to the square. And I found out that that 60% of the square would be 21.6 centimeter, like units or squares, whatever, on this. And I kind of went through, and I'm not sure if it's exactly, but from what I can't tell exactly, but I'm pretty sure this is about 21.6. And if you can kind of move the square, so you'd have a triangle 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Over by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And connect it. And if you move the square there, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. With that, no. And that's the area of the triangle that is covered is more than 2/3.